Dit programma wordt mede mogelijk gemaakt door Jack's Casino en Sports.
Jongens, ik ga jullie onderbreken. Jongens,
tuurlijk.
Dame, zeg ik nu ook maar helemaal. Dat is allemaal, want wij hebben iemand hangen, de vriend van de show. Hello, David Coulthard. Give him a round of applause.
Hello.
We thought you were in a bar or somewhere.
I was. Can I just say the power of the duchy? You guys have dragged me from a local pub in London. I've been having a nice dinner and some drinks because you guys are so influential on my life and so important. I've come back to my apartment so I can talk to you. So as quickly as we can do this, I'm going back to the pub.
Of course,
Sure,
of
sure,
course. I
sure,
can't
sure.
remember the apartment actually. Last time I was there, I was a bit drunk probably, but looks nice.
Are you?
Yeah, no, indeed, it's got a bit of racing history.
It does, yeah.
You see it on the stains on the wall.
Yeah. Okay, let's not...
Let it pass. David, are you as fed up as we are with the whole Ferrari Sainz 5 seconds penalty and...
Yeah, you know, it's so kind of confusing for us guys that have been around racing for a long time, and for your audience guests and your viewers. We just want to be entertained by good motor racing, and at the end of the race we want to know who's the winner and who lost and all that sort of stuff. And you know, we're in this modern world of everything has to be analysed, and I think that inevitably it's difficult being the stewards of the meeting. It's difficult to be the referee on the football field. You're never going to make everyone happy. But I think that we're entertainment, and as much as we can, I think we need to be able to, you know, close the chapter at the end of a Grand Prix and know what the result is. And I think that Australia was another example of, it was overly complicated. It was not a great television show. We're all standing around. You know, we had some great action. Of course, everyone loves a good crash when it's not you that's crashing. I think that, I think that we can do better as a sport. And I think the stewards can do better. I think the teams can do better. I think we can all do better.
If we stay at Ferrari, David, the news came out that Frédéric Vasseur gets a blanco check. He can just spend all the money he wants to buy talent. You remember your time at Red Bull at the start? There was also this idea of buying talent at different teams. How do you look at that? Do you have a feeling for that?
Well, look, I think that I remember very well Mr. Mateschitz, the visionary, the man behind Red Bull. You know, Robert, you raced for him as well. He was very, very clear that he wanted success in Formula One, and success comes through having the right designers and the right technical staff, and then ultimately you give that to great drivers. I think that Fred Vasseur is an entrepreneurial racer. And I think that that's something that Ferrari can benefit from, because he runs a business. He's had successful race teams, and he loves, you know, being at the coalface. He loves being a racer. So I think you definitely need to invest in the right talent, and that takes time. You know, at Red Bull, as you know, it took a few years to get Adrian on board and to give him the resource to create, the tools, exactly. So I think we have to be patient in terms of his time. But Ferrari, they've been around since the beginning of Formula One. We expect more of them.
But now, every now and then, the name of Adrian Newey pops up, a link to Ferrari. Do you think there's even the slightest chance that he would go there?
No.
Not a chance. Adrian's in his 60s. You know, he's still got a lot of hunger. He's still got a lot of passion for Formula One. But he's British. He's, let's say, a particular kind of guy. You know, he's not a showman. To go to Ferrari at this stage of his career, personally, I think, could it happen? Of course it could happen. Anything you can imagine can happen. But I just think it would be not the right place, not the right time. And he's too settled in the United Kingdom.
But age is just a number, as we know, David. So if you look at, how do you look at Fernando Alonso performing this well at his age?
Yeah, Fernando's a phenomenon. There's no question about it. He is hungry. And unlike Michael, when he retired the first time from Ferrari,
same age,
he stopped. Where Fernando kept, he went to sports cars. He went to America, so he kept himself hungry and focused. And this, I don't want to be disrespectful for all of your audience who are below a certain height, but guys below a certain height tend to be a little bit hungrier than maybe, let's say, taller.
Don't give
taller
him,
Totally
don't
agree
give him
with you.
wings.
Totally agree with you.
He's 1 meter 20. No, look, he's not even sitting. He's standing down.
And do you think Lewis is as greedy as Alonso is still?
Lewis is he's a phenomenon. He is an exceptional driver. I don't think he probably ever truly had the same hunger as a Fernando, but I don't think he needed it in the same way. I think Nigel Mansell was probably hungrier than Piquet or Senna or those guys. But by that, I mean he needed to work to make it happen. Whereas I think a Senna or a Piquet or a Lewis, they have so much natural talent that they just need to be professional. Where I think Fernando, he's still hungry. He still wants to, to really fight for it. And I'm not sure that Lewis ever needed to, because he had all of the skills and he had all of the commitment that was enough to take him where he is.
Hey, about the Dutchies. I mean, it's double Dutch again in Formula One. One Dutch guy up front, one a little bit less up front, in the back. What are your thoughts about obviously Max and Nick?
Well, I think Nick did the best audition ever in Monza. He showed that he could, in a Formula One car, deliver at a high level. It's always going to be difficult for him in AlphaTauri to really do anything other than just beat his teammate. Max is Max. Max is a phenomenon. He's hungry. He's committed. He's in a team that he loves. The team love him, and he makes the difference. So we're looking at two different drivers at two different phases of their careers, and I really, Nick for me is, as you guys know, he's a gentleman. He's intelligent. He's fast. Okay, he might not be tall enough to,
Forget about the short man. Forget about the short.
But I wish him all the best.
Yeah, and I wish you a beer. Do you have something to cherish? Yeah, you have a dry mouth now? No.
Yeah, I do. It's a little bit. I was having dinner with my girlfriend, and my goddaughter is Anna de Ferran. So her father is Gilles de Ferran. Her mother's Ange. So she's a DJ, and so I had dinner with the two blondies, and then I came back to my apartment to talk to you, handsome gentlemen, and your audience.
You're totally fed up with us.
Yeah, I feel the love, man. I feel the love. Thank you for doing it.
Yeah, go back fast, man. We see you in Assen or wherever, in Zandvoort probably.
Look forward to it.
Yeah, see you, man.
Cheers, Dave.
Bye-bye. Bye.